vehicle actually greets you. And when you feel that, you'll really know what a Jaguar's about. Is it cool? What do you think? This car looks even better in person.
Introducing the Jaguar XF, only at Harron Jaguar in downtown Fresno.
Hi, I'm Megan Riley for Business Street Online, and I'm here with Terrance Fraizer. He is the founder of Fraizer Realty and TFS Investments. Thanks for joining us, Terrance.
Oh, thank you for inviting me here.
Well, my first question for you is, what was your driving force when you set out?
I think my driving force was my upbringing. You know, I had a really tough upbringing up in Oakland, and I think a lot of my driving force came from people saying a lot of negative things about how I'm not going to make it and things like that. Was pretty much my driving force that made me go, I'm going to prove you guys wrong. And that was my driving force that got me through a lot of obstacles I went through as a young teenager.
How did that relate to business, to starting Fraizer Realty?
Well, I think starting Fraizer Realty kind of happened not because I tried to start Fraizer Realty, but it happened because I didn't have a job. And I got to the point where, you know what, I didn't want to work for anyone because I was getting interviewed by people that didn't even have a college degree. And some of the main questions they would ask me was what kind of experience you had. And I kept telling them, you know, I went to college, you know, I played professional baseball, you know, didn't really have the experience, but I had the education. And I just got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. I just wanted to go out there and just create my own job. And I figured why not create something that I knew a little bit about, which was real estate, so I created Fraizer Realty.
Yeah, for other people who have created businesses and now are in these economic hard times, what advice would you have for them to kind of give them some hope right now?
Well, don't count on your own understanding, you know, trust in the Lord, you know, because sometimes we try to get behind the wheel and we don't know how to take our hands off the steering wheel. Sometimes you got to say, you know what, some things are happening today. We got to say it could be God's way of humbling us and saying, let Him control the steering wheel and just kind of let Him do what He's going to do. I suggest people get out there and do more volunteer work, more community work, more when you, Fresno is devastated by so many foreclosures. There's a foreclosure on everybody's block around the corner from somebody. It don't take very much for all of us to just empower each other to go out there, water the grass, just to do something. Because if you let these neighborhoods get tarnished, it's going to have some kind of reflection on everyone. But if all of us just get out there and work, water the grass, do something, just something instead of not doing anything. You know, when you start putting your hand down or throwing your hands up and go, I give up, that's when everything starts really tumbling down and start hurting you. And I think being an athlete, being a baseball player, there's so much negativity that happen on the baseball field. Like we can fail 7 out of 10 times and still be a multi-millionaire. So it's how you get yourself up. And that's the most important thing. So we have to know how to get ourselves up. Anybody can do well when the times are good, but what can you do when the times get tough? So
I think that's when people count on each other. Who were some of the people you counted on when you first started? Do you have any mentors or heroes that come to mind?
Yes, the people that took me in, Michael Thaler and Dina Thaler, they took me in when I was in high school, when I was kind of a tough kid, you know, coming from a rough neighborhood. But he mentored me, you know, he showed me a lot. He inspired me to just give it all I can give it. You know, and I can also say my mom always told me never give up. You know, she was a single mother of 4. She worked, we didn't have a father around, so she worked, she cooked, she cleaned, she did everything for us, you know, and she would always say, whatever you do, leave it on the field. So she inspired me as a baseball player to say, you know, even if I'm not going to be that good of a baseball player, she said, if you leave it on the field, somebody will always recognize you. Somebody will always give you that chance. And that's the same thing in life. That's the same thing on the baseball field as it is in business. If people keep seeing you constantly putting out resumes, you constantly just being in front of the city council, you constantly you just trying to make something happen, people see it, they recognize it, and they say, hey, that person's a good person. You know, and that's all you need is one person to open the door. Now, we have to remember, we got to be able to pick ourselves up, so when somebody do open up that door, we got to be willing to walk through it. And sometimes when you land on your back and that door open, you can't walk through it. So it's important when people knock you down, pick yourself back up, because somebody will open up that right door for you. But you got to be there to walk through it.
Well, I really appreciate you spending time with us today, Terrance. And this has been Megan Riley with Business Street Online, and I've been here with Terrance Fraizer, Business Leader of the Week and founder of Fraizer Realty and TFS Investments.